The Nick and Matt Show. Stat or Fiction. Presented by Stat Mando.
All right, presented by Stat Mando. Evan, you're up, man. What do you got?
All right. So we covered the Shelley Sharp Memorial to start the show a little bit, but we're jumping right back in it for Stat or Fiction. And as we said, Anthony Barella took it down on the MPO side. And the first Stat or Fiction statement is, this is his first A-tier or better win since 2019 at the 2019 Shelley Sharp Memorial. So pretty much he has not won an A-tier or better since then, because I did say earlier that he won it in 2019. So
since then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we usually don't make the guests go first. So Nick, you're up.
I'm going to say it's a stat. He has not won anything until now since 2019.
Okay. Not until now. I don't recall, but A-tier is not that big. Like, it's not necessarily going to make big news. But Nick, you know him fairly well. I should roll with you, but okay, I'm going to roll with you for this one because I don't want to get you out and ahead here. What do you think, Chris?
I think it is also a stat.
All right. All three of us lined up stat. Evan, what is it?
Is that 3 stats?
Yes.
Wow.
So is Evan about to get a point?
I am about to get a point. This is fiction. You guys are sleeping on my man AB. He won the 2020 Challenge at Goat Hill, which was a silver series. It was an A-tier as well.
Right.
He won it by
Oh,
one
murdered
stroke
it, too.
over Thomas Gilbert.
Dang it.
But
Like an insane
I
amount of
remember
birdies
that.
in a row.
that was his only A-tier or better win since then. Not to discredit it, of course, but he does have one.
Man, like, I don't need to talk more than I do. I was going one way and I was like, I can't let Nick run away. Oh, dang. All right. Give us the next one. That was fun. Here we go.
All right. So mentioned earlier too, Jennifer Allen took it down on the FPO side, the Shelley Sharp Memorial, that is. Owen Scoggin, as we said, lost by 18 strokes to Jennifer Allen. She finished in 3rd place. The Stat or Fiction statement number 2 is, Owen Scoggins never lost an event by 18 or more strokes in all of 2021.
And to be clear, as a clarifier, because I'm going to be first here, when you say lose, you mean 2nd place, or it doesn't matter?
Second
Just
place or worse. Like
it doesn't matter. It's just separated by 18 strokes from the winner.
Yes.
Since, what was the date?
All of 2021.
So all of last year. Yes, stat. Out of me, stat. Chris, what do you think?
Okay, so just so I'm right on the question, you said that she did not get beat by 18.
Yeah. So if you say stat, you agree that she never lost by 18 or more. If you say fiction, you think she did lose by 18 or more.
Okay, I am going to say stat. That did not happen.
Okay. Nick, you're up.
Oh, now it's tough because another point, or if you guys both get points and I don't.
That's
but
the game
I'm
I
gonna have
played
to
with
go,
you, and then I was
I
wrong.
know. I'm gonna have to go stat as well.
Safe play.
I feel like it is.
All right,
All right.
Evan, what do we got?
This is
Oh,
supposed to be
nothing.
exciting, guys, but it still is exciting because this is a fiction.
No.
I get you guys again. She actually lost by 18 strokes or more 5 times last year.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, Paige Pierce 4 of the times. Paige Pierce OTB Open by 18, Las Vegas Challenge by 19, Portland Open by 21, U.S. Women's by 27, and then she also lost to Haley King at the DDO by 28 strokes.
Dang it.
Again, not to discredit Owen. I mean, those are just fantastic performances by those Paige Pierce and Haley.
It makes sense in hindsight. Like, hearing everything you're saying, it's like, yes, but for some reason, my head played it, and I even asked for the clarifier, like, if she was like 2nd place to first, like, it wasn't more than 18 strokes. But like, that's kind of how my brain played it out. But like, I even asked the clarifier.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So that
if
is
she had,
not
like, a
on you.
blow-up tournament or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Okay. So at this point, this has never happened, Chris, where 0-0, he's winning. Here we go. Question 3.
All right. So I'll give you guys a chance here and just scrap this Shelley Sharp Memorial. We're going totally different subject. This is gonna be like, this is out of left field.
Okay.
The current upside down disc world record holder, as recognized by the World Flying Disc Federation, was set with a meta tilt.
First of all, I didn't know this was a thing.
So yeah, I'll give some clarification as you guys think. The upside down distance world record means that the entire flight, the disc is upside down. So from the release point to the landing, I believe it can be thrown like a normal backhand shot and stay upside down, or it can be like a thumber that stays upside down.
Have you ever seen the epic thrown? Like that flies right side up, but it comes out weird. But anyways, okay, so upside down the whole time, and I hate to do this to our guest, but you're up, Chris. You're up.
Okay. Judging by the way that I've seen people throw the tilt, I'm going to say that is a stat. I think it does hold the record.
See, he can't go 3 stats in a row or 3 fictions in a row, right? So if I say fiction, then, you know. But at the same time, if it's a stat, then we just tie, and ties are no fun. So,
but what if he does?
Fiction.
All right, Nick went with fiction. Dang it. I was hoping Nick would go stat and I could go fiction and just be like, but then I don't know. Strategies are horrible here. I feel like I'm just talking this out. I've also watched Simon throw it upside down, like filmed him doing it. We tested it with rangefinders. I feel like it was in that like, and this is pretty far, but like that 350-ish range. But if somebody really cranked it, like trying, are there discs that go further? Like throwing an upside down ultimate disc or any, like, is there any way? Dang it. I'm going to go with Chris on this one. I'm going stat. Here we go, Evan.
All right. This is a stat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was set in September of 2021. His name's Seth Day. Recently, Stat Mando actually launched our Stat Mando community. He was one of the guys that reached out and interested in doing stats with us. So we were kind of doing intros, and this is what he shared about himself. And so I learned more. He threw it 176.6 meters. That's 579.6 feet with a Discmania meta tilt, breaking the record, which was about 480 feet before. It was 147.2 meters. And
Wow.
it, like I said, it has to stay upside down the entire time. I believe he said an Epic at one point held the record, but then they like apparently the footage showed it didn't stay upside down the entire time. But he might have beat that anyways, or I don't know exactly. But yeah, it's wild with the meta tilt. You wouldn't think that has a record for flying the farthest. Simon and Eagle and I've always thrown it upside down, and that's known, but still kind of a crazy coincidence.
It's a disc where if you try to throw it hard, the right side up, it doesn't go far. It's the opposite.
Yeah. And just to add to this, he said when the wind that day was only about 6 to 10 miles an hour. It's not like, you know, the old desert. Well, I shouldn't say old, it still happens. The desert ones with like hurricane winds. And he says he can throw a disc up to 82 miles an hour in like, I think a thumber, which is wild.
All right.
That's
there. If there's video footage, someone send the link.
I have the link. I can share it with you.
Evan has the link. We can share it later.
I come prepared.
All right. So here's how it works, Chris. We are now tied. Usually Stat Mando has a tiebreaker, and they'll specify how that works. But let's see what you got, Evan.
All right. Yeah. Tiebreaker is a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's not a number based one. So if you guys both get it wrong, we'll have to figure out, and maybe we keep on going. I think we can get it. So, so Set Day set the record. He played a sport in college. What sport did he play?
The guy who threw upside down 579 feet or whatever that was.
Yes.
What sport did he play in college? So we're both gonna guess, and then you'll say if one of us is right.
Yep.
Okay. Chris, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. And can we guess the same thing, Evan?
Then it would tie again, and then I could find something else out, I guess.
Go ahead, Chris.
That's why I wanted to go first.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you said he threw 82 miles an hour with the disc. I'm going to say that was an overhand, and that was baseball.
Because that's really good guess, I'm gonna go tennis.
You guys think I would have a tiebreaker that was that obvious? No, it wasn't baseball and it wasn't tennis. So we'll keep on going real quick.
Here we go. Chris, you're up, man.
Okay. What state was he from? Can I ask that?
Yeah, Utah.
Utah.
Okay, that doesn't help very much.
It was cricket, wasn't it? It was cricket.
Okay, I'm going to say football.
Is it a major sport?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now he just gave me an answer, but at least it wasn't unfair. So
is football, so is tennis.
I was going to say, at least it wasn't unfair. Basketball.
No. Someone in the chat's guessed it, and they're guessing crazy things right now, so it's not one of those. I
can't look at the chat, Chris. I'm putting my hand up.
Yeah. It's a sport people know. I can give more hints if we want.
We'll guess a few more. Well, Chris,
let's rattle them off. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. First person to say it.
Soccer.
Well, that was easy. We're done. Yeah, it was
there
soccer.
You go.
So,
hey, technically, when he said football, he could have been correct.
I thought about that. I decided not to ruin it at that moment. I wanted to go on, but.
All right, so there's the points. Chris had 2 points. He wins the game. I had 1. Nick with the 0, the goose egg, which is not usual.
Yeah. What's funny is Chris was all psyched up about winning Stat or Fiction. I think he was more psyched about that than I've seen him when he makes like a 400-foot ace or a 200-foot throw-in. So clearly Stat or Fiction is more intense than disc golf, I guess now.
The Nick and Matt Show, a disc golf podcast designed for you, the disc golfer. Find the Nick and Matt Show on your favorite podcast platforms or join the conversation live on YouTube.